Welcome back. This is the Illusion. Welcome back to Star Trek Online. So in the last episode we got out of the TOS era stuff. In this episode we're gonna go ahead and do a little bit more. I have done the stuff I said I would do off camera. Spent about an hour doing it. So now everything's Mark 14. I am using a phaser on my actual character, but some of these have anti-proton or disruptors. That's really all I had for this low level. Unfortunately, buying very rare equipment is really expensive right now due to some changes in the game economy. Just going to move my chair a little bit. One of the things I didn't count on was this low level ship having a secondary deflector. So I've got one of these. I mean, it's only a secondary deflector, so it really doesn't matter. This one's alright. I only paid 1,000 EC for that, so I already have one of those. A lot of the stuff I already had, like I already had these two. I don't have another one of you. I don't have anything for you. I did have another Mark IV phaser relay, but I bought that before I looked. So unfortunately, you know. So let's go ahead and do this one.
I've received a report there is a Bolian freighter that is overdue arriving at Earth space dock.
So basically this is the SS Azura, which used to be a longer mission actually. They used to have an optional bit of it, and now they don't apparently. You had to go talk to Malcolm for some reason. Don't know why you had to talk to him. Oh, right, I haven't done any of this yet. I have not beamed up at all. But yeah, this is what the ship looks like. It looks tiny. The usual stuff. I'm just going to quickly set this up. Just be a second here while that happens. Huh, weird. No! What's that? Okay. If you right click and hold, it'll let you move without having that. I'm gonna actually put these on. Just so I can have them. I must not have this on. It's weird that unequipped. Why? Ugh. I have one science officer, and I need two. I don't have another one. I should, in theory. Nope. Where do I get that? Where is he? In here, down here in the purchase, it's supposed to give me a one of these guys, but I don't know where he is. This is a tactical officer, so it won't actually help me at all. What items is he? Ah, there he is. He is a science, I hope. Yay, your science. I just gotta quickly go ahead and first of all equip him. I don't actually have any body for him. Or really anything. Yeah, you can have that. So let's go ahead and just retrain a bunch of my guys. Just be a second while that happens. Wow, my encoding just went up to over a gigabit per second. That was something to see. I have seen that the desktop audio is still quite low. However, it is now matching what I'm hearing, so I'll see what you guys say and see if I should improve it at all. And if needed, I will increase the volume. Okay, so what do I need? Stations. I would like science team and hazard emitters, so science space. Science team. Hazard emitters. By the way, always buy these type of things from here. Just because. It's a bit of a scam on the exchange. You can make money off the exchange. Alright, I need to promote you. Okay. Perfect. Now to Matt. First of all, promote you. What could I do? What does this do? Oh, that's just that. Let's do a tachyon beam and a photonic officer. Oh wait, you can't make this one bigger. You can buy these and sell these for like 10,000 on the exchange. Onto you. Stations. You're fine, you're fine. Okay, so that should be good. Let's just see about here. Yep, I do have another one. What am I using right now? I am using a rifle. And then this I will put throw a circular on, just to have a bit more speed. And I already got that. Okay. You may also notice I have no kit whatsoever. I think you can buy kit modules for relatively cheap. I could just go buy a couple. That's how you can disable that. And I believe you can do it over here. I'd never join fleets that just mass spam. I hate fleets that do that. Just doesn't make sense. Tactical modules. Yeah, so these are kind of cheap. Rally Cry, which is actually really good. Can't do Mark 5s, unfortunately. Probably the only one I can actually use. Toss you on. What that does is it just exposes foes, which is nice. That's, by the way, the actual weapon. I just like having the pistol. It's gonna take me another second here. My rank. I'll just do MK IV. Yes, I can. Nice. Pretty much want rare or above. Sorry about that. Just rare is just not something I'm going to be able to do. Grab an Overwatch. I currently have an Overwatch or Tarduk. Oh, that's not from here. That's from something else. So just so I have some actual stuff. Yeah, this should be good enough for now. There. Now I have a whole bar. And I can just move all of this to here. Don't think there's anything new. Nope. Alright, I'm just gonna show you guys the bank. This is what I currently have on the bank, but I got 6 mil in here, so I'll take 150,000 out of it. Now I'll show you why. I think it's this guy. Consumables. Large. Take a whole thing. That'll fill everyone. That's all you need. You don't need these other things at all. You and you. It gives me 100, but I'm not actually going to have 100. Come on. And that costs you 60,000 credits, by the way, to do that. And now your ground crew has a stack of shields and a stack of health. Highly recommend it. And if you get stuff you don't want, you can just chomp, like if it's a consumable, jump it on your tunes and away you go. So let's go ahead and do the essences now that we're carried out. Only took us 15 minutes to do that, but I was going to do it all off camera, but I decided to do a little bit on camera. The stuff that you would normally do without, like as a new character, so, or a new player. So I didn't do any of the like getting this stuff at all, but that's alright. I got all that stuff from another character, so. So these science strips are pretty much escorts. They turn faster and whatnot. You also notice that we're doing warp 8.3 now. That's due to higher level, as well as it's due to this, which gives you more sector speed, which is nice. Oh, I should probably show you the sector space. This is what you see for the rest of the game. Below there's this, soon to be expanded upon, which has actually been confirmed as far as I am aware.
To any ships in range, this is
so that guy is probably doing the same mission I am. Yep. But he's 8 levels below me. Now you may think this will make the mission easy. It makes it easier, but not as easy as you would think.
to any ships in range, please help.
It's really more about having more than what you would at this point. The game scales, so I actually have come back to this mission on my level 60 character, which is my main, which is the max level and whatnot. And I've had the same trouble doing the mission as I have at this point, but I'm a higher DPS player, which is a competitive term, basically your damage per second, on that tune, which is character, by the way. So I'm able to do more damage. Oh, wait. Just quickly do this. Forgot to do this. I'd also recommend using torpedoes. But you can see how fast I kill these guys. Not that bad. Also, do as many of these as possible. Oh, and there is accolades in this game. So this is one of them. This is the very first one, I believe, that you can get that's exploration based. See? Flew through the large asteroid. You can also do that on a science ship. I'll use that in a future mission. It's actually not that useful right now. It'll be useful later when you're trying to not die. Oh, and I've redone the uniforms here as well, so they all match, except for him. I've actually never used him on the ground. Once I get to a higher level, I can get a Borg science officer that I tend to use on the ground. Just because they can. Well, these guys, that guy can respawn himself, as can the Borg. So that's why. There is something over here, isn't there? No, next room. Oh, there's that. I will loot the environment as much as possible, but I think I'd be a croissant. If you have tribbles, get rid of those. The tribbles will just go all ape shit. So there is this, which is a science thing. I'm not a science character, so I can't do that. So this is a phaser, but it's purple. Just drop a cannon. Yeah, if you see these things, go over to them, hit F, do it, use your keyboard arrows to do it. You pick up some stuff. It's for R&D, which you will need. Can't do you, sorry. If you're ever confused as to which one you're going to, see this is coming out of this side, and the last one's coming out this side, just go towards it. Excuse me. Plasma grenade. I think those are the only grenades I actually kind of like using. Just because of the fact that it actually does a lot of damage. Nothing in here.
We hid in a rock. I'll never let them.
There is an engineering accolade here as well, which is what doing all this is for. When I say science or engineering thing, that's an engineering one, which you just stabilize the warp core. Those crew members with the science one, and once this cutscene's done, you'll get the tactical one. Which will kill most of these guys. Spoilers! So you just go over to here, hit F, which will say your profession in the start of it. So bypass. It then does a small cutscene. And kills these guys here. And they do the exact same animation at the same time. Wish they could stagger that. See, an accolade, tactical thinking. So look for those around the map, there's a lot of them. That's gotta hurt, mate. Don't know why my character just did that, but okay. Once I get to level 48, I believe, I'll start using Mark 12 stuff, and then I can get stuff that are really good. I did, there was an event recently for the area Sumpac. I did actually complete that, so yeah. I have the area Sumpac Lightning, which I might actually be able to use right now. I'll have a look.
Leave now.
Where you at? So I'll use this now. Which leaves a little photonic thing that fires at them. I can't fire, of course. And once it runs out in a second. And it does damage them as well. It's a big bastard. There he is. Let's take his shields down, shall we? Okay. This ship does not always explode. If you're an engineer or a science person, that does not explode.
You saved my crew. I'll tell you whatever I can.
So before you do that, because we know that there are some in here, there's one over here. Let's quickly go get that. Trust me, you will thank me for giving you this suggestion. Won't always give you a lot, but we'll at least give you some. There's probably another one in the system, but don't really want to go hunting for it. So yeah, that mission took about 10 minutes. That's all these missions really sometimes take.
You saved that crew just in time.
I'm gonna trash all but that.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
And this is when you get yet another officer. Look at their space-based stuff. Alright, so I'm just gonna take one. He's a flathead. It's true, he does have a flat head. Go ahead and take that. Go. I seriously have to go to her? Never used to have to. So this, you get access to the R&D school now. So used to having quantum slipstream, which I'll show you guys when I get to level 50. So the max speed you can go without the Borg engines or one of those type of engines is Transwarp 12. Doing Warp 8 right now, but with the quantum you can go Transwarp 30. With the Borg engines or the Mako engines or those type of things, you can go Transwarp 20 or 21. Used to be able to go faster. And it also used to be a much smaller map. Yeah, keep down. The map was about the same size as it is now, except for without the Delta Quadrant. But it was all broken up into sectors, very small sectors. When I actually started playing, I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Right, when I go back to space. So this is where Lieutenant Fiera is, all the way back in here. You used to be able to just hail her. I don't know why it's not letting me. Mr. Freeze on. So it just gives you a bunch of stuff. There we go. You can also buy them from her. You don't get the R&D yet, but you do get this stuff. Ooh. This is a 6-hour long one. Let's do that. So this is another thing in the game. You can do these types of things. Deflector abilities. Only one reasonably good one. Just toss these guys on. Ground. I don't know if you can get them or not, but on my main tune you have an AIM-H Mark 1 from Voyager. I don't know if you can get them or not still. You actually no, you can. I think you can get them from the Phoenix store. Show you guys that later as well. Yeah, there's ranks. My main goal with this, since this is really the only good one, is rank 3 in Diplomatic, which allows you to do Diplomatic Immunity. Right here. Which you can't do to yourself, unfortunately, which I really wish you could, but it drastically increases your actual speed.
We have a diplomatic mission for you. An important Vulcan
Cool. That's what I
ambassador is
want.
traveling from his homeworld to the
Cool, beam up. Beam me up. That wasn't my science officer, that was my engineering. It does that sometimes. Good old quirky game. So this is the area map. So if I zoom right in, this is a sector. Between here's a line. You used to have a loading screen every single time you crossed it. Then they made it, this was a sector block. So like the Tawadoa sector block was, I think, Tawadoa was this, I think this is the Tawadoa sector block. I'm not 100% sure on that. But that was like one that most people stayed in because there was a lot of stuff in there. And then they made it so that you only have loading screens between Alpha, Beta, and Delta Quadrant, which was really nice. And if you zoom in up here, you can see what the relations are to each other. We're still when we get in the Gamma Quadrant, which I think is this. Not too sure though, because there is also that, but I mean, if this is what we actually get, then we can say that within some reason that at some point these are going to come into play at some point. Maybe not these solo ones, but yeah, that would be nice. Anyways, let's get on. Be in the area map. Oh, and I play without the astrometrics. This is what it looks like with all the astrometrics enabled. Here's the floor. That's the actual floor, by the way. It used to be a lot more useful when there was sector blocks, but it doesn't even impact your FPS at all, as far as I can tell. The only thing that really was a little annoying when they added these, or when they changed these sector blocks, is now it points to the center of the system rather than the planet. It used to be the planet. Don't know why they changed that. There's only ever one.
Greetings. I believe that...
Oh, this is Vulcan, with its own starbase, which is never talked about. Unlike ESD. This is VSD, Vulcan Space Dock.
Starfleet shuttlecraft, this is Vulcan Orbital Control. You are cleared to land at the requested coordinates. Welcome to Vulcan. Please enjoy your stay.
If you don't know anything about Star Trek, Vulcans are unemotional, not by genetics, but by kind of religion. So these emotional things are a little weird. This thing, I don't even know how you even stand in here. Like, it looks so big. I mean, if it made it a lot bigger than it used to be, but you should see my main tune with this thing. Like, he stands taller than this thing. Now, this is a tall character I'm using right now, but still. Ugh. So I gotta go up here. At least they made that thing bigger. It used to be so small. Alright, so this is the Vulcan we gotta pick up.
Welcome to... Do you have any... This is... If I do not...
Then you gotta talk to this shady guy.
Peace and long life.
Yeah, he's one of those... Oh, I can't remember the name of them.
Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors? I will permit it if you...
Do you have any questions? Excellent.
Just ignore him. Just run. Puts on a good show. One of the good things about this game is that, in most part, you don't have to wait up for your companion, which is him. Can't even see him. Or shuttle. It just magically appears in the shuttle.
Starfleet shuttlecraft, we have logged your flight trajectory, and you are cleared for departure. Live long and prosper.
I need to...
And then you go out this door to your bridge. This is what it actually looks like right now with all the Omega Particle stuff. Very busy. I won't be doing Omega Particles on this character, one, because it's almost over, and two, the reason to do the Omega Particle is to get the ship, which I got on my main character. So, you know. What was I gonna say? Right. So basically, like, in my reclaim, I have that, but that's just because I think everyone gets that. But if I go to here, go to store, I've got the Breen ship, I've got the Bayshore ship. I should have two Breen ships. Oh, it's probably this guy. Yeah. Oh, I can get the Sumpback Lightning. That's nice. I don't have any of the other ones, but I do have this. Cool. Sumpback Lightning, which I will throw on, is obviously an epic one. It's a max level, no mark, so you can use it at any level, which is really nice. kind of weapon. Now we gotta go over to Bajim, or yes, Bajim, which is right here. So from now on, these missions are gonna have a couple of plot twists in them, so just keep that in mind. Klingons again.
You have a foul shape changer, do you?
Once again, broadsiding. Ow! And of course you get using your bridge officer stuff. Kinda sucks. Surprise! Ow. Far enough away that didn't really do anything to me. If you're close enough, you can explode from warp core creatures. Those are really nasty. I didn't want the hexafluoride. This one's not a very used one, so. Whew, there's 5 of them. Can't leave up that. Manganese, you use that a lot. Or magnesite, I should say. Okay. The one's over there. So when you're doing these things, just match one axis and then match the next one. I think all the other 4 over here. They're all going to be in this little gas cloud. Better not be the next one. Will be like way over there. It takes so long. I'm doing Impulse 116 even with a combat impulse with oxen full times 2. There's 2 of them right there. Excuse me, I'm pointing at another one. No, it's pointing at this mega site or this one over there. So yeah, they're all over here. The other one's over there. Hydrazine, you use a little bit of it to craft. If you're wondering when you get access to the R&D, you get access to it at level 20. Which is another 9 levels. We'll probably get to it 4 or 5 videos. Which having all this R&D materials will help. Alright, so that should be all of them. Yep, that's all of them. I won't do that every time, but I wanted to do that at that time to show you guys that. And all of that stuff goes in here as its own tab, because you actually gather a lot over the time. Pretty sure there's some Klingons up here. Oh, and this is the Simpak lightning here. That's just electrical damage. Next time I get a chance to, I'll use it. That's what it does. And he somehow survived. 'Cause shields! It's probably the only way they actually survived is they had shields. Looting time. That's the problem with grenades. The reason why I don't like them. You can talk to those Vulcans if you want to. I'm not going to. Now the ones that you really want, by the way, are geranium. And by the way, that's a symbol for Eden. Right there. Infinite diversity and infinite combinations. I'm actually going to go ahead and go up here and take a screenshot of it. So you can do Alt F12 and it'll close your, or turn off your UI and then allow you to take that. Damn, I triggered that. Want that geranium ore? I think that's geranium ore. Yeah. My crew will take care of those guys.
I have you need.
There we go.
Such emotion on your face. I see now my deception has been exposed. Pity. Capturing the abbot so we could replace him as well would have been beneficial. But we are strong. We will prevail. You are weak, and the weak shall perish.
Plot twist! He's an Undine, which is over here. Not that hard to kill, really. Would have killed him if the game didn't want me not to kill him. He's not a Klingon.
Creatures. Why should I trouble myself with such insignificant beings when the Klingons will do my work for me? Warriors, prepare for battle.
Yes,
There is a group of Starfleet officers behind me. One of them is the foul shapeshifter. I'm returning to the ship. Don't let them leave this planet alive.
Kapla.
Yes, sir.
By the way, I do believe Qapla' means success. But you know. Ooh, he got creamed. Take the items. Yes, you can teabag in this game. I'm not gonna loot that. By the way, the color of the little loot thingy actually tells you what quality items you're going to get. So for this, I'm actually going to go ahead and just bring my shields up. I have to last for a minute. It used to be 2 minutes, and now it's only a minute. Still have to kill him, of course, but and then here comes a shite ton of people. They'll all immediately start firing. By the way, when I do that and I have nothing to heal, it will overcharge everything. Grab my shields, I should say. Not everything. Ah, he healed. I'm just going to continue to orbit him. There, he's dead. See? If you're too close, you do take a shite ton of damage.
This is Captain.
And the forge. Yes, that's actually the forge. It wasn't. He wasn't there before. So now that they are inserting him everywhere. Alright, so that was that. Let's go ahead and
The ambassador was
hail
redeemed?
and take what I want, which is that.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
Yeah. Let's do electroplasma, which is EPS, which will increase my EPS flow. I do believe that... Nope. Alright, so I want to leave it here, but before I leave you, I'm just going to show you guys one more thing, which I have to go to Earth to do. Well, more accurately, ESD. But we can always, once you've done the SSO Zero mission, you can call a trade fighter. Which isn't useful right now. Keep in mind, though, that there is some stuff dotted around the map that's for low-level players. There is the SS Break-Even somewheres. No idea where he is. He's just random. Randomly dotted around. He'll warp in and say, hey, do you need help? And if you talk to him when you're too high level, I think it's level 30, he won't talk to you. Basically just gives you access to the bank and the mail and whatnot. So you don't have to come all the way back to a space station to dock. Thank you. And no, you don't have to actually click on that. You can just fly through those doors and dock. Which is nice. Alright, so I'll show you this one last thing and then I'll leave it there. If you're a new player, you will not have access to this. And this is not a lifetimer thing. This is a event that went on. This guy.
Greetings. How can I assist you today?
So once I'm level
Or in the
20,
future?
once I'm level 20, I will have access to something that is really nice. Now I'll show you that now. I'm just going to jump onto Jarek. By the way, this is the guy that unlocks him. See a little symbol? It's a Delta route. So when the Delta Quadrant came out, they basically gave everyone a free character unlock, and everyone who did it got access to these devices and these services. So this is my main character. Very nice. Yeah, and I need to do this coloration at some point.
Greetings, how can I assist?
So this is what you can get. Temporal Insight, I think I already have unlocked on this guy. That comes underneath here. Huh, I never actually got that. The improved one's better, of course. But you can get all this stuff. There's also some stuff in here that you can't see that I've already done. That would be... No, not my inventory. So one of the things you get is this. Temporal Negotiator. Really nice. Another thing you get is this. Which is basically the brown version of it, but it increases your... or restores 50% of your max hit points to the team. And can resurrect disabled people or killed people. And there's also this. Which is really weird and hard to use. But yeah, this is my main character. So, yeah. Eventually we'll get to this point where everything's all maxed out and I'm using these things and whatnot, and you get all this, which I will boost. I can go into here, go down here, and it'll give me a token to give to my other character. And yes, my inventory is very, very full. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I am bulk recording these. So the first episode will come out tomorrow for me, today or several weeks ago for you guys. So I'm kind of bulk recording them right now, unfortunately. But this will probably be the last video I will record before the first episode goes out, at which point I'll read any of your guys' comments and do the stuff you guys want me to if I can. Anyways, so guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, do please leave a like, and if you really liked it, please subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching.